Welcome back, guys. You know, they say history is written by the victors, but honestly, a lot of it is just written by people who were bored, drunk, or just straight up lying. Today, we are going to expose the education system. We are going to look at the facts that everyone believes, from your history teacher to your grandma, and we are going to debunk them. Get ready to have trust issues because here are 8 historical myths that need to die. Let's go. 1. Napoleon Bonaparte, the short king myth. We start with the most famous insecurity in history, the Napoleon complex. You picture him, right? A tiny, angry little dictator screaming at people because he couldn't reach the top shelf. The reality? It's total nonsense. Napoleon was actually around 5'7", 1 meter 69. That's short, you say? No. Back in the 1800s, that was actually above average for a Frenchman. He was taller than most of his soldiers. So why the lie? 2 reasons. First, the French and British used different measurements for an inch, so the numbers got lost in translation. Second, the British newspapers hated him. They drew cartoons of him as a tiny, angry dwarf just to troll him. It was literally 19th century meme warfare, and 200 years later, you are still falling for British propaganda. 2. Newton and the bonk. The legend goes like this. Sir Isaac Newton is chilling under a tree, an apple falls, hits him smack in the head, bonk, and suddenly his brain unlocks the secrets of the universe. Gravity invented. The reality, if an apple hit you that hard from a tall tree, you wouldn't invent physics, you'd get a concussion. Newton did see an apple fall, but he was observing it from a distance. He asked himself, why does it always fall perpendicular to the ground? Why not sideways? Why not up? The hit on the head part was added later by storytellers, because watching a guy sit in a garden thinking about math is boring. They needed to spice it up for the views. 3. Marie Antoinette, the ultimate Karen. We all know the story. The French peasants are starving, they have no bread, and the queen, dripping in diamonds, says, "Let them eat cake." It is the ultimate symbol of being out of touch. The reality, she never said it, not once. That quote actually comes from a book by the philosopher Rousseau, written when Marie Antoinette was just a 9-year-old girl living in Austria. She wasn't even in France yet. The revolutionaries later pinned that quote on her to make the public hate her. She was basically the first victim of fake news and cancel culture. She had bad PR, sure, but she wasn't that stupid. 4. The Great Wall visible from space. This is the fun fact that every dad loves to share. Did you know the Great Wall is the only man-made object visible from the moon? No. Just no. Stop saying this. Think about it. The wall is long, yes, but it's only a few meters wide, and it's the exact same color as the dirt and rocks around it. NASA astronauts have confirmed multiple times. From low orbit, you can see city lights, airports, even big highways, but the wall, it's invisible. You can't see it from the space station, let alone the moon. Unless you have Superman's vision, you aren't seeing a pile of rocks from outer space. 5. Einstein failed math. This is the favorite coping mechanism for every lazy student on Earth. Mom, don't worry about my F in algebra. Even Einstein failed math. The reality, nice try, but no. Einstein was a literal child prodigy. At age 15, he had already mastered differential and integral calculus. He was doing math that would make grown men cry. He did fail a university entrance exam once, but not because of math. He got perfect scores there. He failed the botany, literature, and politics sections, mostly because the exam was in French and he spoke German. He wasn't dumb, he just didn't use Duolingo. 6. Nero fiddled while Rome burned. It's a cinematic masterpiece, the cruel emperor Nero standing on his balcony, playing a sad song on his violin, watching his city burn to ash. The reality, there are 2 massive problems here. Number 1, the violin wasn't invented yet. It wouldn't exist for another 1,000 years. So unless Nero was a time traveler, he wasn't playing a fiddle. Number 2, historians believe Nero wasn't in the city. He was 30 miles away at his villa. When he heard the news, he actually rushed back to organize relief efforts. He was a psychopath who killed his own mom, sure, but he wasn't playing music during a disaster. 7. Columbus and the flat Earth. The story tells us that everyone in 1492 was an idiot who thought the world was flat, and Columbus was the only brave genius who knew it was round. The reality, medieval people weren't stupid. Educated people had known the Earth was a sphere since ancient Greece, thanks Pythagoras. The argument wasn't about the shape, it was about the size. Columbus was actually terrible at math. He calculated that the Earth was tiny so he could easily sail to Asia. The experts told him, "No, bro, the ocean is too big, you'll die." And the experts were right. If America hadn't been in the way to save him, Columbus and his crew would have died of thirst in the middle of the ocean. He didn't discover America, he failed successfully. 8. The Viking horned helmets. Finally, let's look at the Vikings. Big beard, giant axe, and a helmet with massive cow horns. It's iconic. It's metal. The reality, it's completely fake. Real Vikings never wore horns. Think about it logically. In a sword fight, why would you wear handlebars on your head? It just gives your enemies something to grab onto so they can snap your neck or knock your helmet off. The horned look was created by costume designers for Wagner's operas in the 19th century because they wanted the characters to look scary and barbaric. It's pure theater, not history. So, there you have it. Your entire education is a lie, and history books are basically just fan fiction written by the winners. Which one of these surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm Layla. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more truth bombs. Peace.